Ever been called weird? Good, because what if those strange little quirks weren't flaws, but actually flashing neon signs of a mind that's simply operating on another level? Today, we're flipping the script on 10 so-called odd habits that whisper a surprising truth. You might just be smarter than everyone thinks. Stick around, because if even one of these hits home, your entire self-perception is about to get an upgrade. Secret 1. The boring plate and the brain drain. First up, let's talk about that friend, let's call her a Sunday, who eats the same meal every single day. Chicken and rice again. Boring, right? Wrong. This isn't the lack of culinary imagination. It's a strategic move by a sharp mind. Highly intelligent individuals like a Sunday are masters at eliminating what we call low-impact decisions. What to wear, what to eat, these aren't just choices, they're tiny mental energy vampires. Every single choice, no matter how small, saps a sliver of your cognitive power. It's why tech titans like Steve Jobs and Zuckerberg adopted uniforms. They weren't fashion challenged, they were conserving mental real estate for harder problems. So if a Sunday is always scarfing down the same tuna salad, she's not dull. She's just busy outsmarting everyone around her. Secret 2. The grand design, the absent tenant. Now picture this. A Sunday has a Notion dashboard more intricate than a spaceship control panel, 6 color-coded planners, and a habit tracker with more rules than international airspace. And yet, somehow, she's still eating cereal at 2 p.m., wondering where the day went. Does this sound like laziness? Absolutely not. This is classic high-functioning overthinker behavior, a trademark of superior intelligence. People with above-average intellect often build entire, flawless systems to optimize life, then promptly abandon them. Why? Because for them, the thrill isn't in the execution, it's in the elegant design. Their brain is a brilliant architect, not a bricklayer. You had a system, you just forgot to move into it. It's a testament to a mind that finds joy in theoretical perfection, even if real-world application gets a bit messy.
Secret Bar. The social detox, the social deep dive. Ever felt like you need a full system reboot after even just small talk? After a party, while others are craving an after-party, you're craving noise-canceling headphones and a locked bathroom. That's not antisocial. That's mental maintenance on a high-spec brain. Research consistently shows a link between higher cognitive ability and stronger introversion traits. Your brain, much like Sundays, processes conversations more deeply, analyzes social cues with forensic precision, and burns through mental energy faster. It's like your brain is running premium bandwidth while everyone else is on dial-up. So, if you vanish after a brief chat with Sunday's co-worker Karen and need serious solo time for reflection and creativity, don't feel guilty. Your brain isn't antisocial, it's just too busy being incredibly smart. Secret Bone, the midnight spark, and the override switch. If you're often wide awake at 2 a.m. for seemingly no reason, staring at the ceiling and suddenly pondering the meaning of cosmic dust, congratulations, you might not have insomnia, you might just be intelligent. Extensive research links night owl behavior to higher IQ scores. Late sleepers often excel in abstract thinking, creativity, and problem solving. Their brains don't power down at sunset, they kick in. Think Darwin, Churchill, even Mozart. The theory? Smarter brains might be better at overriding natural biological rhythms, staying actively engaged when most others are powering down. So, if you're crafting groundbreaking ideas while the world sleeps, you're not weird, you're just running on genius mode 24/7.
Secret Num. The shallow talk alarm and the quest for depth.
If someone starts talking their weather or their third cat whiskers and you feel your will to live slowly dissolving, good news, you might be highly intelligent. Smart brains crave depth, not surface-level chatter. It's not that you hate people, you simply can't pretend to care about Karen's daily drama. Researchers call it a need for meaningful stimulation. You call it staring blankly into space while someone explains their salad. While most folks are perfectly content swapping fluff, your brain is busy solving existential crises or rewriting the laws of physics mid-conversation. So next time you zone out during office hump day updates, remember, you're not rude. You're just operating on premium bandwidth, and the small talk is stuck on dial-up. Secret 6. The procrastination paradox and the jet fuel brain. You had 2 weeks. You started 2 hours before the deadline, and somehow you still absolutely crushed it. That's not laziness, my friend. That's a known quirk of exceptionally intelligent minds. Some of history's most brilliant thinkers were expert procrastinators. Leonardo da Vinci took 16 years to finish the Mona Lisa. Douglas Adams, author of The Hitchhiker's Guide, famously said, "I love deadlines. I love the whooshing sound they make as they fly by." Why? High IQ brains often need pressure to shut out distractions and enter a state of hyperfocus. They're not avoiding work, they're waiting for the perfect storm of panic and caffeine to summon their best ideas. So, if you only come alive when the clock's ticking down, you're not broken. You're just cooking with mental jet fuel on a 5-minute timer. Secret Bai. The unshared laugh and the quantum particle joke. My ex is like a quantum particle, you quipped to a Sunday, always in 2 places at once. And a Sunday just stared at you over her mimosa. If this scenario sounds familiar, congratulations. Research shows people with higher IQs often prefer complex humor, wordplay, dark irony, obscure references. The weirder the punchline, the sharper the brain. If you've ever made yourself laugh so hard you had to explain your own joke with a diagram, you might be a comedic genius trapped in a normie world. Keep dropping those cerebral zingers. Someday you'll find your people, or at least a Reddit thread that truly gets it. Secret 8. The social buffering and the overclocked brain. Ever rehearsed your coffee order 5 times, panicked anyway, and blurted out, "Medium large, please"? If so, you might be smarter than you think. Social awkwardness is often linked to higher intelligence. Studies show highly intelligent people tend to overanalyze social situations. They're not bad at socializing, they're just thinking too much about every possible outcome. While others are chatting about weekend plans, you're mentally buffering. Did my handshake last too long? Should I have said "you too" after she said "safe travels"? Even intellectual giants like Einstein were massive social misfits, and Newton basically invented staying inside. High IQs can come with low small-talk tolerance. So if your brain turns handshakes into boss battles, relax. You're not weird, you're just overclocked. Secret Chin, the eternal "but why" and the curiosity engine. If your first instinct is always to ask, "But why?" often to the exasperation of others, like our Sunday's friend Ben, you might be running on high cognitive horsepower. Studies in cognitive psychology link higher intelligence with low cognitive closure. The need for answers feels less urgent than the insatiable need for understanding. Smart people tolerate ambiguity longer. They'd rather investigate and dissect than accept surface-level truths. That's why highly intelligent people often challenge norms, question authority, and even reevaluate their own opinions. It's not contrarianism, it's how their brains process information, constantly checking for logical consistency. Einstein called it holy curiosity. Socrates made a whole career out of it. So, next time Ben asks, why can't you just go with the flow, just smile and say, because I'm busy rerouting the river. Secret 10. The object empathy and the overqualified heart. Ever said sorry to a chair after bumping into it, or felt weirdly guilty throwing out an old pair of socks? Don't worry, you're not broken, you're just emotionally overqualified. Getting attached to inanimate objects is often a sign of high emotional intelligence. Researchers believe it stems from anthropomorphism, when we project human feelings onto non-human things. It's not just cute, it's linked to higher empathy, creativity, and social intelligence. Your brain just doesn't draw a hard line between people and things. So go ahead, apologize to the coffee table. That's not cringe, that's emotional depth. If any of these felt a little too close to home, perhaps it's time to reframe that weird label. You're not strange, you're just operating on a different frequency. Did you recognize yourself in these secrets? Let me know which one resonated most in the comments below. And if you found this deep dive into the intelligent mind intriguing, our next video will explore how these unique brains actually learn and unlock even more hidden potential. Don't miss it. Subscribe and hit that notification bell. You definitely don't want to miss what comes next.